I'm back. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Tebogo Masemola again, and welcome to another episode of Raga Chat with Masemola. It's been a long time coming, but we're back again, and today we bring in the sauce, we bring in the fire. I am super excited for this weekend. We have the Vodacom Super Rappy Fan double headers coming up this weekend, and it's going to be flames. We have waited for so long for South African rugby to come back. We've been watching the Aussies. We've been watching the New Zealanders. They've been going on about their super rugby. Australia has been going on about their super rugby. But our teams are finally back and everything seems to be going back to normal and the world makes sense again. We got the double headers. It is the Sharks versus the Bulls, or should I say the Bulls versus the Sharks. And also it is the Lions versus the Western Province, the DHL Stormers. Now, there has been a lot that has happened throughout the lockdown. Players have moved, players have switched sides. There's been a lot of action going on, and today we're going to be covering that and what to expect from the games this weekend. And I'll also be highlighting a few players who I think are key to watch. You know how I do. I bring the sauce, I bring the fire. Enjoy. Oh, so the first clash that, I'm going to be looking at that I'm really, really keen on seeing, is obviously, Western Province versus the Lions. Now, obviously, this game is the battle of the tens. It is youth versus experience, Willemse versus Yankees. There's a lot that's been going on with the two teams. And, both of these teams, we all know their super rugby history. They've been doing a lot. They've been doing great. I think the Stormers were on a roll on Super Rugby before, COVID ended everything. I'm excited to see a few players now. There's a few players in this Western Province side, and I'm going to look at the Western Province first. There's a few players that I'm actually so keen to see play, and I'm really excited for what they could bring. I'm really excited to see Sia Kolisi is going to be back again. We all know that he had that lengthy injury that took him out of the Super Rugby competition. I'm keen to see Bongi Mbonami, who's currently on the bench, but he will come on. I think that experience is going to be great. And I'm also keen on seeing Warwick Galant. We know his move from the Bulls. Everyone was saying, let the boy go, set him free. He's got what it takes. And I think now, it's much closer to home as well, when he's playing for DHL Stormers. So it is going to be absolutely great. I can't wait to see those players on the Western Province side of things. I can't wait to see them go out on the field and, have a jaw. It's going to be quite great. And I'm really looking forward to it. The other player for the Western Province that I'm also really keen on seeing play is Tristan Late. We all know Tristan. He's been playing, Super Sport Challenge a lot, a bit of Curry Cup here and there. And we also know him from, obviously, UWC. I've played against him. I think he's actually quite a talent. There's some people who you say, is he going to be able to step out of his brother's shadows? I think Tristan is very good, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do when he comes on. So there's a lot to look forward to from this Western Province team, and I think it's going to be absolutely great. Can't wait to see the boys in blue go out. See, looking at the Lions side of things, as a Lions fan, there's a lot of reasons to be excited. A few players that I think really are going to have an impact, and actually there's three players that I think are going to have such a huge impact, and I would love to see have a great impact on this game. Is obviously number one, Elton Yankees. We all know he's going to be leading from the back. He's going to be making the things come together, for this Lions team. And I think that it's going to be so great to see him lead, especially with the fact that he's a captain now. I want to see how he's going to be able to handle all that pressure, how he's going to deal with it. And, as just overall, just see him come to life the way that he normally does, when he's wearing that Lions outfit. Another player who I am super stoked to see, that has to be Raps. Now, we all know Raps. He was playing for the Cheetahs. He was at the Pro 14. He was a problem. Oh my goodness me, he was a problem for so many teams with his pace. When he gets the ball, we all know it's a try. Give him space and he is gone. I think it's going to be absolutely great to see him as he makes his debut for the Lions. It's absolutely going to be amazing. Another player that I want to see for the Lions is obviously the player that's made the big move, and that is Jakub Versace. We all know he's a hooker, and it's going to be great to see what he's going to be doing. Would have loved to see him play against the Bulls, just to see how the atmosphere and the vibe would have been like. But you know what? It's all part of the game. Let's see how he does when he wears that Lions outfit and when he comes to life at the Loftus Stadium. The second game that I'm absolutely keen on watching this weekend is, of course, the Sharks versus the Bulls. Oh my goodness me, that is going to be one cracker of a game. Now, I want to look at this Bulls side, and I have to say, Jake White did not waste any time in unleashing this Blue Bull squad. It is a very strong squad filled with experience and youth. I think that is what I love about this Blue Bulls team. And obviously, knowing me, I'm a Blue Bulls fan by heart. I love the team. It is going to be exciting. I mean, when I talk about players with experience, I'm looking at your World Cup winners, Trevor Nyakane and Dwayne Vermeulen. They're both in the starting lineup. We look at the guys coming back like Gio Aplon. Morne Steyn is in the team. That team is just filled with experience. And then you look at the youth side of things. You look at the guys such as Jan Hendrik Wessels, probably one of Grey College's greatest, products. We look at guys such as David Creel. We look at Skalk Erasmus. We all know Skalk, he was at Affis and then he went down to Western Province. He had a stint there at Western Province and then he came back home. It is going to be amazing. I'm super excited about this Blue Bulls team. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this Blue Bulls team is going to be absolutely outstanding. I'm going to put my head on the block here and say that what happened in the first round of Super Rugby where the Bulls lost against the Sharks is not going to happen this weekend. I think that the Bulls are going to take this one just because of everything. I think the Bulls has everything coming together right now. We've always been talking about it, especially us Blue Bulls fans, is that the Bulls team always has experience, but it never has the youth to back up the experience. But I think now it does, and I'm super excited for that game. Can't wait. Now let's look at the Sharks team. The Sharks team has obviously throughout Super Rugby, and as I mentioned before, the Sharks were able to knock down the Blue Bulls in the first round of Super Rugby when they played against each other. But that's fine. We got this, When I look at the Sharks team, I think it's a very strong team. I think it's filled with a lot of experience. I think that's what they have a lot on their side is a lot of experience. So I'm going to be really, really looking forward to see some of the players that are going to be going out there for the Sharks, especially Sanele Nohamba, Pepsi Buthelezi. We all know those DHS boys, they're going to be coming out to play. Looking at guys such as Oxen Che, he's been craving to play a bit of rugby, it's going to be absolutely amazing. They got guys who are experienced World Cup players such as Lucanio. It's all coming together. I think it's going to be such a great spectacle to watch. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing to see all these teams come together, bringing the heat, bringing the sauce, and I can't wait for this game. The Bulls versus the Sharks. I think it's going to be experience coming together. It's going to be youth going at it one way or another. Experienced coaches. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Don't miss it. It is going to be amazing. So this weekend's round of games is going to be absolutely great. I can't wait to see these teams go at it. There's a lot of things there's so many questions that I have, there's so many thoughts that are going through my mind, especially from watching, the Super Rugby, Aotearoa League, Super Rugby AU, there's so many things that are going around my head as to, I can't wait what the South African players are going to be doing. I can't wait to see the skill. I can't wait to see, all the action, the tackles. We all know South African rugby just brings the heat, brings the sauce. And of course, we all know that yesterday was just Heritage Day, So these guys, it's going to be nice to put out a braai, gooi 'n bietjie brandas en coke, kyk hier rugby game, dit sal fantasties wees. Ek hoop julle almal gaan die games kyk. Dit gaan briljant wees. Suid-Afrika se rugby is terug. Moenie dit mis nie.